So I'm Beth McCullough. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2003, and I am here on Tuesday nights live on YouTube and Facebook with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
And this is new and different. Usually we do Wednesday at noon, and just for now, we're going to stop those. We're going to do a longer video at night. And we're going to do 2 projects or one longer one, but tonight I have 2 projects. So if you could like and share the video, it would be awesome. Or if you're over on YouTube, if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell, then you'll be notified when we go live. But it will be every Tuesday at 7. But don't come back tomorrow at noon because we won't be here this time. So what's next? Steve has an agenda for me.
Well, first of all, I'm going to, once again, just for everybody that wasn't here when we started, type in hashtag prize patrol. It's not a pound sign, I've been told. It's a hashtag prize patrol. Put it in the comments and you will qualify to be part of our drawing at the end.
Yes. And if you don't have a demo and you would like catalogs, I have 3 catalogs. Do you have a slide for that, Steve?
I do.
Steve's getting fancy. He took the day off work. He had no work because, what was it, Columbus Day?
Columbus Day, which is not a common holiday. Let's face it. It's not something that people normally get off as a holiday unless you're a federal employee. Okay. But anyway.
So he had Columbus Day off. So guess what he did? He worked as the Stamping Mom assistant demonstrator really hard yesterday and came up with all this. I helped too, right?
Yes, we did it together, but it was interesting. We ended up figuring out that we don't actually have the same work style. We do things a little bit differently.
What are you saying, Steve?
Well, I'm an agenda guy and a bullet point list guy, and I've been known to be a little bit compulsive about wanting to do exactly what I want to do and get it done and not stopping until I get it done.
And I kept seeing squirrel every time something came
up. Well, no, I mean, she went to turn down the thermostat and then figured out we hadn't programmed the thermostat yet and decided maybe that's what we should do. I was like, no, we're working on the video stuff.
Okay. So, I thought my kids with ADD, I always blame Tim. Like, it's your fault, honey. It came from you, but maybe it's me. He's scared to say it's me.
I'm pretty sure it's me anyway, so I'm not going to comment.
Okay. What else do we have? We have a host code for October. That's in the graphic on the bottom. Is it on the lower right? And if you go to stampingmom.com, on the upper board of my blog, I have a ton of video tutorial bundles that are awesome.
So, Ready to make the first card?
Ready to make the first card. Do you want to make it with me? You could get out your supplies. The first thing you need is a piece of cardstock. It measures 5.5 by 8.5. And then we're going to score it.
You're making your card base now?
Yes, making the card base. Do you have the graphic?
I do have it.
Is this scary? We have graphics. 2 1/8. I wish I could see that. Where's it at? Oh, look at that. I can look. You can see if I say the right thing. 5.5 by 8.5. Score it 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And the cardstock I used is Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to take a bone folder and fold it. So it's going to open this way. Very easy. Now what you need is some polished pink. I'm going to show you the products. So hold that thought that I use to make one or both of these cards. This star-crossed embossing folder is awesome. I love it. We use this on both projects. The Whimsical Tree bundle, of course, is used on everything. On the gift card holder, we used these stars up here in the Tidings and Trimming bundle. And then on both cards, the Merry Christmas. This is an awesome Merry Christmas. I like the size of it, and the font is easy to read. It comes from Sparkle of the Season. Right here is the Merry Christmas. Okay, so I took that embossing folder and I ran the polished pink strips through. Now these measure, do you have a graphic for that, Steve?
I do.
These measure, both of them, of course, 1 7/8 in width and 5 1/4 long. And I ran them through in the embossing folder at the same time. And if this throws you off, it's half stars and half plaid. But I think it looks kind of cool. I actually ran these through at the same time, side by side. So it's like my diagonal line is still going, which I thought was
Oh,
fun.
that is kind of cool.
Yeah. So I am just going to take them and make sure you glue them on your card in that same order, because it looks cool. At first, when I got this embossing folder, I was busy trying to just cut out the stars and pretend the plaid wasn't there. But now that I've embraced it, I like it even more. I made some baby onesie cards with that, which are super fun too. So was your day better today, Steve, when you got to do your real job again instead of...
Yeah, you know, my real job doesn't seem nearly as hard now as spending an entire day being an assistant stamping demonstrator.
Your real job is easier than this? How can it be?
Well, it's probably just because I'm a lot more used to doing it.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so now I'm going to do the back layer here. The DSP, it's another graphic hun. The DSP is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I use the stripes. All of this is from the Whimsy and Wonder DSP, but I thought maybe not all of you like the stripes. Can you tell me in the comments if you like the stripes? So I got out this pink, and I thought maybe I could do this for people that have an aversion maybe to the stripes, because this would also look good with the card. So it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. It's beautiful on the other side. It's kind of sad to be putting glue on this pretty holly with the metallic on it, but I'm going to. Okay, so that is here. And next I have a layer of basic white, and this is the sentiment layer, and it measures 3 inches by 4 inches. Am I in the camera?
You are. You've gotten lots of positive comments on the stripes, and a couple, I never thought I'd like those colors for Christmas, but they're cool. And
aren't they cool?
That's exactly what I thought when I saw them, but they work.
So I have to tell you, as a side note, a couple years ago, Target had hot pink and purple and lime green and turquoise. Turquoise is Bermuda Bay or Coastal Cabana is my favorite color. And I decorated our tree that way. And then every year I got a little bit more. So my sweet, I was going to call her sister-in-law, daughter-in-law to be, wrote to me yesterday to ask if I wanted a wreath for Christmas. She makes beautiful wreaths.
Mm-hmm.
And inside or outside, and what color? And I said, well, our front door is cranberry. So anything that coordinated with cranberry outside. But inside, I wanted hot pink, purple, lime green, and turquoise. And I didn't hear back from her. Amy, if you watch this, what do you think? Are you...
She's probably just confused, honestly. Does she know that I'm making a Christmas wreath?
But when you look at the cards here, it's just fun for Christmas. We can have bright, happy Christmas. Okay, I put the trees on ahead of time because between these two cards, I counted them, Steve, 12 trees. 12 little trees.
Wow, you're going tree crazy.
I didn't think you wanted me to watch me glue 12 trees on. So this is mint macaron, polished pink, and then this little silver star. I was going to show you that we could have used, if you have tidings and trimmings, we could use this little star on top of the trees. But for some reason, I like the stitch stars. And so I used the Give It a Whirl. The Give It a Whirl die has these groups of 3 stitch stars, and I used the tiny one. And I put it on top of the tree, and I just really like it. So that's what we have for that. So moving on, we're going to do the front layer. So we need a piece of mint macaron, and this measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And you know, I'm going to glue this on while I'm thinking about it. This is the part where I do it on video and I glue my card closed. So I have a note on here, only glue the left side. So as you're making this card, say that to yourself. Only glue the left side because we need it to open. What do you think,
So
Steve?
you had a question about the trees because they almost look like they were stamped on the white, but those are actually cut out trees, right?
Yep. I used the dies from the Whimsy and Wonder set. There's tall trees and short trees. And I just glued them on here and then glued on the silver star. Good question though. And in the set, let me look. There is a couple little trees, so we could have stamped those. And I don't know why. I'm really a die cut person. I think because it's so bright and bold that you could stamp it too. That would be pretty. Okay, so see how there's no glue here? I remembered and just did the left side. And now we're going to do a layered DSP. And this is from the same Whimsy. And it's the blue Christmas trees and stars in the background. Do you have a graphic for that, Steve?
Oh, wait, what are we doing?
3 inches by 4 inches. The blue Whimsy DSP layer.
Yep, it's on the same graphic.
Yep. So we're just going to center that on here. Again, I already glued the trees on.
So I really like the navy with the green. I think it looks really good.
Navy.
Yeah.
Or if you're a Stampin' Up person, the Misty Moonlight.
Well, that would be a fancy way to say navy.
Well, we have a color night in navy too, honey.
Oh, yeah. And you do have to be articulate about this.
Very specific.
Yep.
Okay. Now for the Merry Christmas. I'll give you my tip on this. I have strips that are a 1/2 inch wide from all the cardstock cutting that I do. I keep them all in a file folder. And then when I want to do this one, I just get out a 1/2 inch strip and I heat embossed with white the Merry Christmas. And then I stuck 3 dimensionals on the back. A lot of this stuff I prep ahead of time because even though it's a longer video, I know you value your time and so do we. We don't want you stuck here all night. So I'm going to take the adhesive off. So this is, do you have a
I do. It's up there.
1/2 inch by 3 1/4. I can't see your comments and I can't see what he's doing. You guys, you're going to have to watch Steve. Make sure he's doing it right.
Yeah, you'll have to make
Monitor
sure.
him for
If I'm
me.
not putting my graphics up, you should call me out.
Yes. So this is so simple. This could be your Christmas card and you could mass produce these because how long did it take? We just started, right? If you went ahead and dyed all your trees at first. So here's my question for you. Can you see both cards?
We can.
Tell me if you like number 1 with the stripes or number 2 with the pink background. Here's what it looks like. This, if you're having trouble with the bright colors, maybe this is more subtle. And this is just pretty bold. What do you think? Number 1 or number 2?
I like them both. I'm a bold guy, so I guess I'm a stripes guy, but we've got 2 number 1s and a number 2 and another number 2. It's a close race. Oh, another number 1. Another number 1.
Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will not be here tomorrow at noon. We'd like to hear what you think of the new format, what we can do to make it better, what you want to see. And thank you for all the encouragement you gave Steve too.
I needed it tonight.
Yeah.
It was a little sketchy, but hey, we got through it and it's going to be better every week.
And if you'd like and share the video, that would be awesome. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Actually, on YouTube, even if you watch it on Facebook, if you would go over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, it will notify you when the video is coming on too. And that would be awesome. I'd like to migrate as many people as I can to YouTube rather than Facebook.
Yep, subscribe to the channel.
Yep. You guys are awesome. Have a great week. We'll be back next Tuesday at 7. And we will read all your comments and have a blessed week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.